Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Welcome to Life with the Rebel. So anyways guys, I like to open a video with a little shot of the bike because I know a lot of you guys are watching because you're interested in Rebel 300. So there you go. So today I wanted to talk about, will you outgrow your Rebel 300 and will you outgrow it quickly? So let's go ahead and head out and probably hit some neighborhoods and we'll talk about it some more here. Yeah, let's hit up a couple neighborhoods today. I haven't been through here in a while, so heck, I'm not even sure if I've even been this way at all. So tell me if you've heard this one before. If you get a 300, you will outgrow it. And not that you will outgrow it, but you will outgrow it fast, in like 3 or 4 months. I've heard this a lot. I've seen this a lot in videos, a lot of the videos I've been watching. And I even heard it from one of my instructors when I was taking the MSF course. I told him I was getting a Rebel 300 and he's like, that's cool, but you're probably going to outgrow it in like 3 or 4 months. You're going to want something faster, more powerful. And I'm like, really? I'm starting to get worried a little bit. Maybe I will outgrow the bike. But I put some thought into it, guys, and I think really what it boils down to is what you plan on doing with the bike. I think that's going to depend on how quick you outgrow it. So anyways guys, I put together a list of reasons, I think legit reasons, on why you would outgrow or upgrade from a 300. And also I put together a list of reasons why you shouldn't outgrow it too quickly and why you won't outgrow it. Actually, I'm gonna get out of these neighborhoods for a minute. Can't concentrate. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through a few reasons why I think you would outgrow the Rebel 300 quickly, and I think they're all pretty legit reasons. So let's talk about the first one. The highway, riding on the interstates, highways, speeds of like 60 miles per hour. If you watch videos on a Rebel 300, you'll probably hear that it's the vibrations and stuff like that. But if you're the type of person who plans on buying the bike and doing a lot of commuting, you're going to spend a lot of time on the interstates, highways and stuff like that, then yeah, you'll probably want to upgrade sooner. You'll probably want something smoother, less vibrating, more comfortable, and more power too, especially if you plan on getting on interstate and stuff when it's 80 miles per hour. I think another legit reason why you would upgrade quickly is maybe you have friends who ride. You plan on doing some group riding, and your friends all have bigger bikes, maybe 500s, 600s and stuff like that, and you might have a little hard time keeping up with them, or maybe you just feel like you'd fit in better with a bigger bike. But I could see that happening, going on a group ride and everybody's got bigger bikes and you're kind of in the back. So yeah, I mean, I think that would be a legit reason to want to upgrade sooner than expected. Well, the third reason I think you might outgrow the bike quickly is that maybe you plan on taking a passenger with you, and maybe something you weren't expecting in the beginning, but now all of a sudden your girlfriend or your wife or something wants to go out with you on the bike, and let's face it, the 300 is not very powerful for that sort of thing, although you could probably put a passenger on the back, but you're just not going to have the power because of all that additional weight, unless they're kids or something. I think you got kids be fine, but if you got a passenger, you need to go up some hills and stuff like that. I think it could struggle a little bit. Now the fourth reason I think would probably have to do with long distances. Like you commute a lot and you traveling a long distance, you might want something bigger, especially with a bigger tank, fuel tank. Although this does really great on a miles per gallon. I'm actually averaging about 76 miles per gallon, but you know, if you're doing a couple hundred miles a day or something, then you know, might have to fill up a lot sooner. I think one of the last reasons you would outgrow the Rebel 300 here, because you just want a bigger, faster bike. I mean, as simple as that, really, right? I mean, you just want something bigger, faster. You're into performance. Maybe you want to tinker with it, put a different exhaust on it. I'm sure a slip-on exhaust would sound better on a 500 than a 300. But yeah, you just want more power. You feel confident with the bike, you're used to the bike, and it's just like, I just need more. You're one of those adrenaline junkies. Needed speed, that power. So, and I get it. I completely get it. And don't get me wrong, guys, like, you know, if I sat on a 500 right now and took it for a spin, cruised around on it for a while, I doubt that once I was done, I'd get off the bike and be like, you know what, this bike is shit. Where's my 300? Of course I would love it. Of course I would like it. But with that being said, it's probably only because I've had practice with this bike, you know. So I don't know if that would have been the best bike for me to start on, but little neighborhood out here. But like I mentioned before, my instructor told me, he was like, you know, the 300's cool and everything, but you will outgrow it in like 3 to 4 months. And I've heard this multiple times, 3 or 4 months. And I'm thinking, why? Why would I outgrow it? I'm just going to cruise around doing what I'm doing right now, like 40 miles an hour. So why would I need something so much faster? You know, it's like everybody who rides a bike, they do it for speed and power. And don't, like I said, don't get me wrong, guys, I'll be more than happy to ride a more powerful and bigger bike. I feel confident enough for that. What is this? Okay, that's different. But let's go ahead and talk about some of the reasons why you might not outgrow your bike so soon or at all. So the first reason, and the reason I'm still enjoying this bike, is because, you know, practice takes a long time, guys. I mean, don't rush through it. Keep using a bike to learn until you feel like your confidence is all the way up there. Well, put it this way, guys, I was making more mistakes my second season of riding than I was the first. And it's stupid beginner mistakes too. You know, like almost dropping my bike, having a bars turn when I come to a stop, you know, almost forgetting to put my kickstand down. Basic stupid stuff. And then as far as incidents and stuff, I mean, I had some cars pull out in front of me and stuff like that, just like I did last year, but this seemed a little bit worse this year. So all I'm saying is take advantage of the bike. Take advantage of the weight and the size and everything, and then use it as much as you can. So when you do make mistakes, it's on a smaller, lighter bike. That's all I'm saying. That's what I appreciate about it. Another reason why you'd probably keep this bike and not outgrow it is that you don't really plan on riding on the highways a lot. You bought it mostly for the city. I mean, it really is a city bike. It's capable. You could jump. I jump on the highways, interstates all the time, you know, but for short runs. If I was going to be on there all the time, then yeah, I'd probably consider getting a bigger bike. But for town, city riding, man, this bike is more than adequate, guys. It's more than adequate. You're gonna have no problem keeping up with traffic. You're gonna be passing cars. You probably leave cars at lights if you wanted to. You know, it's gonna manage just fine in the city. And because of the size and weight, like I said, it's going to be pretty easy. It's pretty fun too. But another reason why I like this bike is that it's cheap. Really, I mean, it's cheap to maintain. It's cheap for to fill up with gas. Insurance is cheap. I mean, I'm able to do pretty much all, I've done an oil change spark plug, do all that sort of stuff on here with no problems. It's easy to work on too. So, I mean, I do like that. I do like the low cost of the bike, even just buying it brand new, all the way down to the insurance and parts and everything else. It really is affordable. I think one of my last reasons really is that this bike, like I said, with it being small, lightweight and everything, it's really a great confidence booster. If you're looking for something to build your confidence quickly as a new rider, I think this bike will do it. I mean, you will feel confident in like 3 or 4 months riding it, and you probably will think, you know what, I'm ready for a bigger bike. I thought that at first. But then when I realized I was still making those stupid beginner mistakes, I was like, you know what, let me keep practicing. And I'm going to keep practicing on this bike until I feel like my confidence level is all the way up there, and I feel like I've experienced quite a few different things. But yeah, I'm not going to keep this bike forever. Well, I'm going to keep it. If I get another bike, guys, I'm going to keep this bike still. I'll still have this bike. I want more than one bike. I want like 2 or 3 bikes. But it's gonna be a little while. Probably next year maybe. This bike is definitely a confidence booster. It's definitely great for learning. You can't go wrong with learning on this bike. But anyways, guys, those are just a few reasons why you might outgrow the bike soon and why you might not. And it's just food for thought, right? It's just stuff to think about if you plan on getting a 300, or you can't decide between a 300 or a 500. Just think about some of that stuff I just mentioned. It might help you decide. But also, guys, don't get mixed up now. After 4 months and you feel like, you know what, I'm ready for a bigger bike. You got to ask yourself, are you really ready for a bigger bike? Have you really outgrown your bike? Or is it just your confidence level is high? Because it won't take long to build up your confidence, and it's very easy to be overconfident on your bike. Sometimes I gotta tell myself, look, just calm down. You're not that great of a rider. Stop acting like an idiot, like Speed Racer, or like you're a pro, because I do that. So I'm overconfident sometimes. So it could be dangerous to be overconfident. Ask yourself that before you decide to get that bigger bike. Are you really ready for it? Or is it just your confidence telling you that you're ready for it? But in the back of your head, you still got to work on those U-turns. You still got to work on those figure 8s. Still got to work on that emergency stopping and shifting and not dropping your bike. But yeah, guys, I think that's all I really wanted to talk to you guys about today on this whole outgrowing a 300. Get a bigger bike so you could grow into it. I think that's ridiculous too. They say get a bigger bike so you could grow into it. You're going to grow into the 500 just as quick as you're going to grow into a 300. It's not like you're going to get a 500 and spend the first year at a lower level and then, okay, I'm ready to open this bike up to its full potential. You're going to grow into a 500 just as quick probably as a 300. I just think the 300 will be a little bit better for your confidence and a little bit easier to handle. That's all. Just my opinion, guys. Yeah, and guys, comment below too. What was your first experience? What was your first bike like? And how long did you keep it? That's really all I want to know. How big was it? How long did you keep it, or are you still riding it? But other than that, guys, I appreciate all you watching, liking, subscribing. Try to put out more videos, so don't forget to subscribe so you get those notifications. But appreciate all you. Stay safe, stay focused, stay motivated, and I will see you guys next week. This is Life with the Rebel, and I'm out of here, guys. Peace.